Hi guys, my name is Mikey and I am an alcoholic. Now that may seem like a brash admission to you, but for me it is my truth and it's something that I'm really proud to be. Now alcohol had completely destroyed my life. It turned me into a liar, a cheat, and a thief. And at the end of my use, all I wanted was to die. But my story doesn't end there. And I stand before you as a miracle almost 5 years removed from my last drink of that poison. You know what? I'm sure that most of you have enjoyed alcohol responsibly, and I'm not here to lecture you about what you should be doing. I'm just here to tell you what my story is and to show you that it is possible to come back from almost complete destruction. If you or anyone you know has ever struggled with alcohol, it's important to know that that is possible. I'm going to break my story up into three parts. One is how bad it got for me. Two are the steps that I took to recover. And three is what my life is like now and what my outlook is for the future. Now, my drinking started off when I was pretty young. Alcoholism had been really ingrained in my family. And even though I'd seen all the damage it had done with my parents, once I tried it, it was just off to the races. I really loved the effects produced by alcohol. And, when I was, still in high school and, I was young, it was all pretty much, fun parties and not very many consequences. But, as my drinking progressed, it took over every facet of my life. And the next thing I knew, I was a full-blown alcoholic. And I knew it. By the time I was 25, I was, just blaming my environment. I was, blaming being here in Los Angeles. And so I decided that I was going to just move across the country and go back to college, and that should just solve all of my problems. But once I was out there in New York and left to my own vices, things devolved really, really quickly. And I basically started drinking from the moment I woke up until I eventually passed out at some point. And, that was leading me to just so much destruction and sickness. And I just wanted to, I just wanted to, jump from the tallest building. People expected me to graduate. And, the jig was up. I had to come clean. And, and on May 29th, 2018, I actually found the courage to come clean to my parents and tell them that I was an alcoholic and I needed help. It was the very next day that I checked myself into detox. And after about 5 days being medically detoxed, I was released, and then I met a friend of my brother's who was also sober. And this guy, helped, start showing me the way to, how to live life in recovery. I checked into a rehab for 6 months, and, being in that rehab, and I started to become an active member of a 12-step program. And I worked with a sponsor, and as I started to learn more and more about alcoholism, and I started to help others that were, just, as sick as I was. And, that's part of how, we do things is, you help other alcoholics, and that helps you really maintain your sobriety. So, once I was, able to start gaining some of my sanity back and started to recover, I moved back to LA after 6 months in that rehab. And I lived with my brother for about a month and a half, and he helped me get back on my feet. And I started to work. And once I was able to, fully self-support myself, I started to, move out on my own. And, today my life is like so far removed from where it was before, and in the last 5 years I have seen more progress in my life than I had seen in the 30 years of my life before that. Today I have a job that pays for all my bills, keeps me self-supporting. I have the support and love of a beautiful girlfriend. And, today I'm in school now at SMC, and I'm on my path to transfer to a 4-year college and get a marketing degree. And none of these things were ever possible when I was drinking. So it is possible, guys. And, I am just so happy to be part of this world today, and, to be standing here and to be sitting here and giving you this speech. So, let's recap. I was so far gone, and I eventually started to come clean and build my life back up. And now I stand before you today as a miracle. And, miracles can happen because I am one. So thank you so much for listening, and thanks.